All right, let's try this again. Hey, Gary, I see you back. I hope it works this time. I mean, it has done this other times, but this time it's really trying me. All right, let's see. Come on back in, bro. Hey, Steffi. Oh, thank you, because I was going to put this long Janet Jackson ponytail on, but I said, let me just wear my own regular bun. Let me try and add him again. Cheryl, hey! Hi! Hey, Jay, welcome back. Hopefully it'll let him join this time.
Okay. There we go.
What up, bro?
There we go. What's up, sis?
Yours is looking real funky. Okay, it's getting a little better.
Oh, God. Is it the internet or?
Yeah, it might be because I'm in HD and you're not in HD. So it might be your connection.
You want me to try to sign into the Wi-Fi and come back?
I don't know. I mean, because it's okay. It's okay. Let's make it do what it do.
I don't look like I got cerebral palsy, right?
No,
okay.
my Leo brother. It doesn't look like that.
Thank you.
Well, welcome. I'm so happy to see you.
I'm happy to see you as well.
You said you're back in NYC?
Yes, I'm back in New York.
All right. Well, listen, so I start off with my same spiel every single week. I Come With Baggage is a spinoff to the Fly Travel line. So I come with baggage, literally and figuratively. I love to travel, so it's my biggest form of self-care. So I carry all my baggage with me, the baggage of being a felon, the baggage of being a teen mom, the baggage of being kidnapped at gunpoint, the baggage of being accused of murder. So I got a lot of baggage. We're going to see if you can top any of that.
I mean, I'm never trying to compete with that.
No, you know what I'm just trying to get you to do? I'm just trying to get you to, get the people to business and tell them what it is and make it do what it do. The life of a supermodel behind the scenes, right?
I certainly will.
So go ahead and first do an intro. First, introduce yourself.
Well, for those who don't know who I am, my name is Fazon Gray. I was born and raised in Harlem, New York. I would always dibble and dabble in Manhattan, and I've always traveled and gone to different, locations and places. My mom, she made sure I was able to travel to places that she hasn't been, so I'm very grateful for that. It helped open my mind up a lot. But yeah, I love modeling. I've been modeling for the past 12 years now. And I've, gotten into acting more recently. I've been into a lot of fitness things. Shout out to Fit Fun NYC and Complete NYC. Yeah, I love working out physically, emotionally, spiritually, and mentally.
Okay, so how did you get into modeling? Wait. So the reason why I'm asking is because when I put up the flyer, I got some phone calls of people saying, I got to make sure I check that out. Even if I'm not there Tuesday at 7, is the replay going to be there? Because I've been spending money for my daughter or for my son to take these modeling classes. I think we've been getting ripped off, all this kind of stuff. So let's talk about how you got started.
Well, to start that off, actually, my mom was one of the first people to invest in me. And I had no idea about a photo shoot or a fashion show or runway. I was just a kid from Harlem, from the projects. And my first girlfriend, when I was 17 years old, she actually had uncles who, they ran a fashion show in Jersey and Newark. And it was funny because, we go to the hood and we get like ready in Newark, and then like we come to like, you know, this whole fashion show, and like, you know, it was a way for people to come, myself included, for us to come out of like our environments and just to do something positive and artistic, you know. But my mom will pay like $150 for like, it was like 2 weeks, and I had like runway classes, and I had my first photo shoot, and literally it just happened because I was sitting in the audience next to my girlfriend at the time, and her uncle saw me, and I was like dressed up. I had my little church vest on, and I had my tie and all that. You know, I was, you know, I had the little perm going, the S curl, and I'm stupid. And, you know, they liked me, and they were like, you know, come back, and, you know, we'd love for you to be in the show next year. So we actually did it as like a couple thing. And that was like her and I, like first photo shoot, first runway. And yeah, that was kind of like how it started. You know, I just left my photos online. And, I kind of like separated myself because I was used to getting, you know, money from manual labor. So, you know, I was a janitor, you know, I did some construction work. And like, while I was doing that, you know, I didn't know that people were contacting me for my photos. So I actually got injured on the job, I think when I was like 22, 23 years old. And when I got hurt, I had like one arm, and I was like, yo, I can't stay home. I have to stay busy, I have to do something. So I checked my model website from the photo shoots that I did when I was 17, when I was 20, and when I was 21. And I saw like a list of like gigs. So, you know, I applied to them, and I ended up making more in 3 days than what I would make in like a month of like doing construction. So I just quit construction, and I told myself I would never go back unless I'm 40 years old and I'm not successful when I'm doing.
Oh, wow. All right. So, I mean, that's a great story. That's a great story. But I see that other people are really struggling to break in. So what advice would you give to them?
Well, first of all, I want to also add to the point that it's extremely easy now.
Really?
Like, we didn't have social media back then.
Well, that's true.
I didn't have a GPS to tell me which gig I had to go to, or like how to get to my destination in Queens when I'm all the way from Harlem. I had to figure it out.
Yeah.
Like, that literally, you have everything in the palm of your hand. You have YouTube, you have Google. You know, you have people like me who you can actually contact, and I'll, you know, give you advice if you ask me.
Uh-oh.
No, it's true.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't mind. No. Yeah. If you're serious about it.
I've been on your page now. You done opened up a whole door.
Well, yeah. Well, as long as it's about business, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, well, it's for their kids.
I don't mind helping.
It's for their kids. So how would people know when they're being taken advantage of?
Well, one. Hey, Isla. I'm sorry. That's like one of my like best friends. Isla Mel.
Isla.
Huge shout out to her. She is an amazing author. She wrote the book for New York Fashion Week, Project Runway. We've gone to a bunch of shows, sat front row. We've sat in diners together, eaten, seen her family. We're beautiful. I love her. Love you. What was the question again? I'm sorry.
So these parents who are going to reach out to you, how do they know when they're being taken advantage of?
Okay. Well, my recommendation, and, you know, if anywhere down the line I have a child, you know, who I decide or help them get into the industry, is that you don't pay anything up front. You should definitely be offered certain things if, you know, someone comes to you and approaches you.
Okay.
Like, if you're the talent, you should be looked out for, and you should never pay for anything up front.
Okay.
I mean, I pay, unless you're talking about
like headshots or comp cards or
like
something.
getting photos for your like portfolio, or like, you know, making your own like video reel and stuff that's going towards making you look like a better model or actor. Then you invest in that. Okay. Other than that, you don't like pay agencies up front, you know, for them to sign you and, you know, send you on a bunch of like, you know, gigs, and none of that. You keep your money to yourself, and you invest in yourself, and you make sure that you have people around you who believe.
Okay, so now let's get into the baggage of being a supermodel. So
Okay.
everybody has
Oh, oh,
watched
oh.
fashion shows, runway shows, Victoria's Secret shows. Everybody watched Tyra Banks, everybody, and said, oh, you know, and just was curious about it. Now, me, on the other hand, even though I have been curious about it, I would never want to do it because I know I can't commit to all that working out and all that kind of stuff. So is it a whole lot of pressure to be a supermodel, first of all?
Mm, well, hmm.
Pressure to keep
That's a
looking
nice.
good.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's not. Well, for me personally, um, I've kind of developed a mindset where I always kind of like compete with myself.
Okay.
And I've been like that since I was probably like 23 years old. You know, I'm 24 now. Uh, but literally, you know, for me, it's more of a wanting to stay healthy. You know, wanting to stay fit. I get off on, you know, motivating people around me, family, friends. You know, eventually, like, you know, kids if that happens. Like I said, and like I've had mentors who are the same way. So I kind of grew up, you know, with that type of like mindset. And yeah, I'm all about like, you know, focusing on mindset, and health and fitness are two aspects that come with it, along with spirituality. And um, yeah, like I just feel better when I work out. So it kind of comes to me a little easier, and I'm very grateful for that upbringing. You know, I lifted my first weight when I was like 16 years old,
Okay.
and it's continued to develop. And I've learned different ways to work out that work for me, and I've learned different ways to eat. You know, I've done the vegan thing, I've done vegetarian, I've done pescatarian, I've done like portion control. So
Well, what are you doing
I
now?
don't know. It's a lifestyle for me.
What are you doing
Right
now?
now, well, first of all, I just came from Atlanta. Um, so I had a little bit of meat, you know. But you know, I came back. You know, I had a veggie burger. I had some potatoes and some spinach. So I'm like vegetarian, kind of like carnivore, kind of pescatarian right now.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm not eating meat for a while. My body just feels better. You know, I feel better energy wise. Um, when I lift weights and, you know, I use my body to work out, it feels better. Like it moves better.
Okay. So can we get into the baggage? Cause it
What's
can't
up?
be all of this.
I'm answering your questions. You got to ask the right question.
No, no. I asked you. So it's all peaches and cream for you to work out. I guess for me, the question would have been, that's why I can't be no supermodel, because I don't like working out.
First of
and,
all, you
and for
look great.
you, I guess there is no pressure to keep looking great. I
I
would have
mean,
pressure.
well, to be real with you, there's always pressure,
Okay,
right?
well
Like,
then I
like
asked the
I'm a,
right question. That's how the church. It's shame the devil.
oh, that's the truth as well. And when Facebook pop up, you know, I see that like throwback, you know, 3 years ago, 2 years ago. Like I was telling you, I compete with myself. I see my body and I'm like, oh shit, I got to keep it going.
Uh-huh.
Like I can't pull off, you know. So that's definitely something that's in the back of my mind all the time. I also have in the front of my mind where it blocks everything,
Mm-hmm.
where it's like you won't fall off. So I guess it's a perspective thing.
Yeah, they said phase is fit. Yeah,
You gotta
I
be.
see you live. Every time
Oh,
I see you doing a live, you're like walking like on the way to the gym. And I'm like, damn,
yes,
ain't no way.
certainly.
Yeah. So that's what's up.
And I took a week. I took a week off because my body was not. It was telling me to take a break. But and you have to listen to your body as well. But in the same sense, you got to keep it going. It's a lifelong journey.
So let's talk about being black and being a supermodel.
Woo! That's a whole different story.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's talk about the baggage of being a black supermodel, because we don't see many.
Okay.
Well, I've never
That's,
spoken to one. I gotta keep saying I ain't never spoke to a supermodel before. So what is that like?
it's very, very difficult.
Difficult.
And yeah, it's gotten a lot easier, especially with the whole Black Lives Matter thing, which is kind of like uh, it's a thing where if you're black and you're a model, then you should definitely capitalize off of it. In the same sense, like there were times with certain brands I knew would not work with. And it's not only because I'm black, it's because I also have a certain demeanor. And I'm not like the tallest model too, which is another thing. So everything like kind of like catapults into that.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'11".
Okay.
Yeah, and I say I'm 6 feet on paper.
Okay.
I cheat an inch, right?
That's all
Like,
right. You just
but
get the right shoes on. They'll give you the inch.
oh no, my boots today. I'm 6'1".
That's right.
But in the same sense, right? Like I'm talking like maybe 7 or 8 years ago, there were only runway models who were 6'1" and up. Like there was no like 5'11", there was no 6 feet. So things have changed within time, and people like Idris, like when he was modeling, the guy from Blood Diamond, I forgot his name. You remember his name?
I don't.
Oh, well, the guy from Blood Diamond, he opened up some doors. Tyson Beckford opened up some doors for, models who looked a certain way, who looked strong,
Mm-hmm.
And looked masculine, and weren't like 6'3", 6'2", stuff like that. So, what's up, D? Shout out to Davita D, yo.
Hey, Davita D.
That's my homegirl right there, man.
So what about like as far as pay?
Yes.
Have you ever seen a distinguished difference between what you would get paid and a white male supermodel?
Oh, I've seen castings. Like online, like when you're applying to castings or when I send castings to like my manager or my publicist, and there are just certain things that come off as cheaper within the black modeling community. And it sucks that it's like that because we always get thrown the word exposure.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, well, but this person is of a fairer tone, fairer skin tone, and they're getting exposure, but they're also getting paid higher. So, and that goes hand in hand, not to be off topic, but with like if, somebody who looks a certain way does the same crime as somebody else who looks a certain way and they get a different time. And that's kind of just how the system is set up.
Yeah. Thank you, Franklin. Jamin Hansu. Thank you for that.
Yes.
That's him.
Yes. Jimon Honsu.
Yes.
Thank you, Frank. What's up, Dolly?
So listen,
But yeah, you definitely see a difference, and I'm crazy enough to have in the past seen, castings that are looking for white male model between 18 and 30, and I've applied to it, and I've actually gotten some gigs like that.
Okay, well that's awesome.
So
I mean, we've all done that. Yeah. I mean, Donald Trump applied to be the president, and he wasn't qualified. So I mean, we've all done that. I mean, sometimes you gotta fake it till you make it, and people done did it at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
Yeah, you're correct. You're correct.
Yeah. So listen. So I hear amongst the women, right? Women models, if I ever watch like a documentary or something, they always say, they get turned down for jobs. They look skinny as hell to me. And they say they get turned down for jobs because they were overweight. Do the males have that kind of thing?
Oh my God. I recently got reached out to for a gig for a magazine, big fashion magazine. And dude was literally like talking to me on the phone. He's excited to shoot with me. And as soon as he sees my photos, he's like, oh, we might not need to get you a custom-made designer or something. Like, it might be a problem because you look like your aesthetic is too big. And then I tell him my measurements, and I'm like, these are my measurements. I'm able to actually fit certain things. I keep everything like proportioned a certain way because of that problem. Like, if I'm too big, I won't get booked for certain gigs.
Oh, wow. So it's not just with women, which is a little comforting, but also I hear the women say that they get hooked on not that, you know, men can't or whatever, but they get hooked on laxatives. They get hooked on drugs to make them lose weight fast, and a lot of
Oh,
drinking and all that kind of stuff. So not that you did any of
yes.
that, but have you fallen into the party scene being a model?
I certainly have, especially pre-COVID, I'll say, because things were just more accessible, and I also didn't understand how to deal with my baggage, which is very appropriate for this conversation. Um,
Now let's get into
I
it.
didn't
Deal with what
realize.
baggage? What you say?
I didn't. I didn't realize. You stupid. Yo, you so damn stupid. uh, I didn't realize that a lot of things that I dealt with in the past and things that I was dealing with at the time, um, that I was trying to mask with uh, photo shoots, events, bottles, drugs, um, clothes, fashion, and literally like the only thing that was missing at that time was fitness.
Mm-hmm.
And during COVID, I was able to actually look into myself and see like what makes me work the way that I need to work. Like what makes me more successful. And when I say successful, I don't mean like rich or like a celebrity or anything like that. I mean like what allows me to feel good, feel happy, and grow. Like what makes me feel better spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically. And for me, it's fitness. But at that time, oh,
At
the
what
parties were
time?
crazy.
What
Uh,
time was it
before
that you
COVID,
had
before
said?
COVID, pre-COVID, girl, pre-COVID.
But I'm just
we
trying
were
to
we were
ask.
in like,
You can give it general
yeah,
because I feel like I'm just trying to pull something. But what was that?
just pull
What
it.
was that baggage that made you do all the things you were doing pre-COVID? Like, what was the baggage that made
Mm.
you party and mask all the things? What were you masking?
A lot of it was just me, um, not feeling like I was where I was supposed to be,
Okay.
and me feeling very frustrated. You know, the fact that I would go to an event and like I'd have a dinner and like have like, you know, a plate of food that's like worth this amount of money, and I don't have that money in my account, you know, and I don't live in a place where I should be at that place. And there was just a lot of insecurities
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of like childhood trauma, I believe, you know, where like where, you know, where I've grown up and where I come from, like you have to like have a bag in order for you to be somebody.
Okay.
You gotta have money. You gotta be successful. You gotta be some. And then when you do become that, or like even like visually become that, you get so much hate and attack from people, and it makes you feel like you're less of yourself if you're not fully there. And I think during a lot of my dark moments, I was just like I felt like I was in between and I wasn't there. And it took for like a situation like COVID where, you know, I'm by myself and I'm isolated, and you know, I'm with like only with people that I care about and that care about me. And we're having deep conversations. And I'm realizing that like none of this shit matters. Like whoever was, you know, a big artist or like a big actor or actress or, you know, supermodel, like they're all at home just like how I am.
Right.
So we all kind of like equalize from that point. And I realized that like my eyes open, you know, and I also like I was at my darkest point. Oh my God, like I was like homeless at one point.
Really?
And yeah, and I would be like going to events, and I would go home like, you know, to the projects where I grew up at. I would sit in the staircase, and I like spend my last bread on like a bottle and drink it, go to sleep. I would sleep in the subway. I would take it like back and forth from like Brooklyn to the Bronx. You know, I would sleep in Central Park when it was warm. And I'm talking about like, I'm like coming from a party with like a blaze on, a button up, like dressed up, smelling like cologne, and literally during these moments, like I found people who really love me, and it, damn.
Damn, man.
um,
I mean, you got me like, I wasn't expecting that, but I'm real proud of you for even sharing that. That takes a lot of strength right there to share it, because I was gonna say I was feeling, we can all relate to something about not being where you want to be, right? But how you said when we started, you like, man, I can't compete with that. And this is one of those moments where I cannot compete with what you just said, because I was gonna say when I turned 30, I just cried so hard because I was not where I felt I needed to be. And then I think we sometimes compare ourselves to where other people are. And
sure.
right now, Instagram, I mean, it's smoke and mirrors. So we can't like compare to that because it's all a lie generally. You know what I mean? So I'm just glad you came through that, and that I was pulling and pulling and pulling and digging. And so I'm just really proud of you for sharing that with me. And bro, I love you too. So if I can do anything to help you, I got you too.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I love you as well. Thank you.
Yeah, for real. I do. Man, you hit me deep with that one.
I was trying not to go to the dark place, man,
Yeah, we're talking about baggage, and that's what it's all about, because these things help other people. Because people are gonna look at you. You are a supermodel now. You have overcome that place where you were, and like I said, when I posted the flyer, I see people, my friends, when I go to like on your picture, they done already been there. They done already liked on it. So
I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Like Gary just said, that's good stuff, man, because this is what builds character. Like all the things that happened to me before, I wouldn't change them. And I'm sure you feel that way about your journey, made you stronger, right?
Definitely.
Yeah. So I'm curious, and I always am. And if it's too personal of a question, just be like, next, it's too personal. But I always wonder when people say that they were homeless. I'm fortunate enough that I haven't been, but I know Madison talked about being homeless also. So I'm wondering, did you not have a place to go, or did you have too much pride to ask someone for a place to go?
Damn, that's a good question. And I think that definitely varies upon the situation. Like nobody's ever asked me that when I've like shared with them that information,
Yeah, because I know you're Leo, like me, right?
Yeah,
and
we be stubborn.
That Leo pride is a bitch.
Yeah.
You hear what I tell you?
Yep.
I don't care how far down I am. Somebody got to offer me some help. Like, I ain't going to ask. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a fact.
Yeah, I ain't going to ask for shit. But if somebody offers, and I know they're genuine and sincere, like my girlfriend now just bought me some juice over here, but she had to do it. I'm not going to ask for anything. So that's what I'm wondering. You're never going to be homeless by choice, but did you go and do that because you had, your pride was in a way of asking?
Well, like now that I look back at it, I would definitely say that pride was a part of it. And in the same sense, like majority of it was just me needing to find a way to separate myself, and think, and like, figure myself out, and just like come to a realization of like who I really want to be, or like where I'm at. I really just needed time to like protect my energy and be by myself.
Yeah.
And that was one of the only ways that I could do at that time.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have money like to be able to like say, hey, I'll pay for a hotel and stay by myself and figure that out. So I was just like, I'm just going, go on the staircase.
Yeah. So
and literally I've had like thoughts, and I've had like encounters, and I've even met people, who have like talked, you know, words of advice into my life. People have seen me grow up, you know, from the Harlem community, like literally like talk to me in the staircase, not knowing that I was staying there. Because I'm dressed up. Like I'm dressed up in like a blue blazer and, you know, a tie and a button up. And I'm sitting there next to a dude who stands in front of my building, you know, who is connected to my family, you know, through, we're family in a certain way. You understand. And
I ain't bring
literally
no
having a
tissue this
conversation with
time. I ain't bring no tissue. Somebody just said that they are homeless.
oh man.
Somebody just said that.
Jazz,
Yeah,
really? I didn't know that,
somebody
Jazz.
just said they are homeless as we speak, and they needed to hear this. And I just want them to inbox me. I'm gonna have to get
Jazz,
some tissue.
Jazz, hit me up. Jazz is a really dope sneaker designer. She actually sent me a pair of sneakers for me to wear.
Yeah, Jazz,
Hit me up, Jazz.
too.
I did not know that.
Jazz, this don't bore me out. So Yakita says, send your Cash App, Jazz. I gotta get a tissue. 1 second.
Jazz. Put your Cash App in the conversation, Jazz. Wow.
All right, guys. I'm sorry about that. I had to take me a little break.
Oh, don't be sorry. It's okay.
So anyway.
That's why I decided to wear this today.
What'd you say?
That's why I decided to wear this today.
I can't see it, bro, because I told you I'm in HD and you're not. Oh, I see. I see. I don't know how to pin, Yakita. How do I pin? Is the Cash App there? Jazz, did Jazz put her Cash App?
I didn't see it.
I don't see it either. Jazz, this took me out a little bit. With all the baggage I've had, I've never been homeless, and I guess it just hit me real deep because it's winter, you know, and I don't want, we don't want to hear of anyone being homeless right now. No one sees it, so if you can, since you know her, and she's blessing other people with her shoes, and
I did not know that.
So I will buy some shoes, Jazz. And I will post and do whatever I can to help you out. Where'd she go?
I think she left.
Yeah, see. Okay.
And that would have been me too.
You said what?
I would have that would have been me too. I would have not received that help.
Right. See, and that's what I was saying about myself as well. I don't receive help too well. And sometimes we can be our own worst enemy and self-sabotage because we are not in a place to receive that. I know it's extremely hard for me, and I'm extremely prideful, but I know that there are some people genuine and sincere that want to do good for people. So you hit Jazz up and let her know that that we want to do something for her.
I'm gonna look out for her, and I'm gonna definitely let her know about that. Thank you.
You're welcome. So can we get back to your baggage?
Damn. Yeah, that shit went left.
It did. Went all the way to the left. Now look.
Excuse my language. I ain't mean to curse.
That's all right. I done did it. But listen. So this is my last question about homelessness because I want to get away from that now after I done had a nervous breakdown. So how long were you actually homeless?
It took me around 2 months and a few days. And literally like it took for me to be extremely drunk one night, and I like showed up at like my sister's house.
I was gonna ask if you had siblings.
Yeah, and like, well, it's not my real sister, but someone who I consider as a sister. And I call her mom like my second mom. And my second mom actually happened to be in town that day, which is weird because she lives in Atlanta. And she was like, there's an extra room there. Why did you not call me? And she like, she let me hear a few things. She's a Leo too.
Well, do you have siblings?
I have kind of. I've literally been blessed with, a brother and a sister. As far as friends are concerned, and I consider them as family. I actually just got finished visiting my brother in Atlanta. He's going away to the army, so we had a dinner for him. And my sister and stuff like that. But actually, I had I have two brothers, I guess, and they're half brothers, and I had a sister who passed away.
Sorry to hear that. I was asking you because I have a son, and he's an only child. And
well, I've grown up as an only child.
You grew up as an only child?
Yes.
Okay.
I have family from my birth father. He was an African dude, and he has a bunch of different families. So
okay.
I didn't really see much of him, but I've been with my stepfather since I was like 1 year old.
Okay. I wondered if you had like Nigerian. I couldn't tell. And sometimes people wear me out when they be like, "Is you all black? Is you black?" And I'm like, yeah. So depending on how my hair is or whatever, people be like, "Oh, I thought you were Ethiopian," or "I thought you were something." So yes. I didn't want to ask. When you did your intro, you said where you were born and raised, and I was like, "Oh, okay, all right,
yes.
All right." Well, that was
my birth father, the guy who donated his sperm for me, is from Ivory Coast.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and my mother is African American, Native American, and Chinese.
Okay, I can see it in the eyes.
But I've grown up with my stepfather since I was like 1 year old.
Okay.
I consider him as my father.
Okay, so yeah. How has COVID affected your modeling? Because I know you're an international model, so I'm sure it had. No.
It was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really bad. At a few points, I kind of I'm not like really religious, but I'm very spiritual.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I question the universe, and I question God or whoever is up there looking out for me, and I was just like, damn, like maybe I shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
And I was just wondering, when my next gig is going to be, and if I'm going to be able to shoot again.
Right.
I really thought that I wouldn't be able to shoot again, and I think I wasn't able to shoot from like February until August.
Whoa.
Yeah, so I was just like, oh, and like in between that, I was still hustling. I was finding ways to get money and stuff, and I was still like kind of working out, but not really. I had a little COVID weight.
Yeah, I still had it.
So I had like, I was like, oh, got a little gut. Said underwear shoot? Nah.
So I've been seeing you do a few shoots now. So we getting back into the swing of things a little bit.
I have been blessed enough to have been working since August.
Awesome.
Since last August. Yeah. So I'm very grateful for that. Like I said, when I'm in like those dark moments, I think very hard, and I promise to myself things like. So I promised to myself, I was like, yo, like whenever you're able to, shoot, there's no going back.
Right.
You're gonna keep working. The universe is gonna keep blessing you. Don't quit. Don't give up. Believe, pray, and prosper.
That's right. Somebody's asking, how do you go about networking as far as modeling?
Lucky Church, shout out to you.
Hey,
that's
Lucky,
the king right there.
You just came after all the tears and things.
That's my brother, man. That is my brother, yo. Official Bree. Hey, Bree. Networking as far as modeling is very different now. I don't know if you were here earlier, but before you had to actually go to events, and you had to actually have good energy, and you had to be positive, and you know, a lot of people have gotten connected from other people as well, like I have. You know, it takes a village. Now social media is like one of the biggest networking tools, and you really need to take advantage of that. I would recommend that you like Google things. I've Googled a lot of things, you know, to figure out how to do it.
But as far as the
So
social media, what do? Just slide in somebody's DM?
why not?
Yeah. I mean,
If you think you got it, do it. You never know. Everybody's like at home.
it's true.
That's like the best time to do it right now.
Yeah.
And you know, people have been doing like the Clubhouse thing. I hear that that's really good for networking. I personally have not gone on there.
Why? You need me to send you an invite?
We'll talk about that. I don't know, man. It's just, it feels like another situation where energy may be drained from me. I'm very, very particular about that. So,
well, I feel that way about Instagram. And Yakita is on here. Yakita said to me maybe last week, she was like, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand with you and Instagram. It drains my energy. It's like another whole other job.
You're a Leo.
Yes.
It is. It is.
And I know that it's necessary, but it still can be draining. All of social media is draining for me.
Sure.
But I do my best. And it's, you know, I live for moments like this where I can have this kind of real connection, bro.
Thank you. And sister, I appreciate you for that. You have no idea how much.
Yeah. Well, you know, we vibe this Leo thing we have going on anyway.
I know.
So what else? You want to part with anything for the people? You want to give any advice? I'm looking for somebody who had a question for you, but I'm gonna go ahead with the one question asking for a friend. So first, are you still in touch with the girl who you started modeling with, who you did with her uncle? Are y'all still friends?
Oh, she is actually becoming a very successful interior designer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we used to like draw together. I was into art. I actually sold some like art pieces at the Waldorf Astoria when I was like a kid, you know, to give to charity to kids in Cuba. And I would draw every day. Like I would sit there and watch Dragon Ball Z and just draw. Like I have a drawing book still. My mom shows it off to everybody. It's embarrassing because I can't draw now. And we would draw together. Like we'd actually draw things and like, you know, give it to each other like as a surprise. Like, but she's actually an interior designer now, and she has a husband, and she has I think she has 2 kids now. But I'm very close with her. I call her uncles, my uncles, the same uncles that actually gave me my first photo shoot. So we're all still cool.
Well, that's good. Gary said you're dope, Fazon. Thanks, bro.
Oh, I appreciate that, my brother. Word, man.
Yeah, so Fazon. So the peanut gallery, you know, my friends and them. Is you dating now? Asking for a friend, asking for a friend.
Am I dating?
Yes.
What is dating nowadays?
You are dating what? You're dating your gig?
No, I won't say that. That's cheesy. Everybody says that.
So is it no? Because listen, we've only had 2 other men on this show. One was married, yeah, and one was single, and they was jumping all up in his DMs. Yink, they was jumping up in his DMs.
I am currently in a very happy relationship.
Oh, congratulations!
And,
that I did not know.
And literally, she is one of my biggest support systems. Aww. And she is one of the people who I was talking to you about who showed me the most love when I was homeless.
Okay. Well, I love that.
Yes.
Well, girls, it's over. I tried. I say they've been all up and down your page. They must not have saw her on there, okay?
No, I have not posted her on my page.
So how long you been in this thing?
We've been together for a little over a year,
Okay.
and we have been friends for around like 7 years.
Okay.
So
Do I know him?
a lot of
Do
support,
I know
a
him?
lot of love. I don't think so. But if you do, I would not be surprised because you're fucking Leo.
Anybody I know?
Maybe you know everybody, so
I do not. I do not. But I was fishing for something right there. I was fishing.
I know.
Ying said yes, relationship. That's right. I'm happy for you. You deserve that.
Thank
You deserve that.
I appreciate it.
All right, so bro, you have
Sometimes,
huh?
no, go ahead.
You have any parting words for the people? Is sis there? Is sis there?
Huh?
Is sis there at the hotel?
No.
Oh, okay. I was getting ready to say pan around a little bit.
Nah.
You have any parting words for the people? My lash, I gotta go here off here. Y'all done made me cry. My lash is messed up a little bit.
You can't tell though, because it's like the perfect distance.
All right, yeah, let me stay back, because you know. Okay.
That's when you're supposed to do the product placement. Put some shades on.
Right. See, I was gonna come. I was like, look, I'm having a supermodel on here. Let me, get all done up. But then I said, you know what? That is not my lane. That is Fazon's lane. So, yeah, no.
Well, I'm regular degular, man. I be chilling.
Yep. So I'm gonna see you when I come to New York. I told you I need you to go on that jet with me.
Yeah, we need what's up.
Either I'm gonna be forced to get this vaccination or something. I didn't want to get it, but I did a whole lot of research today. I listened to Tyler Perry a little bit. I talked to somebody at FEMA about this vaccination. I might just be getting the vaccination because I'm ready to go. I'm ready to make some moves. So are you getting it?
Can I make a suggestion, sis?
Are you getting it?
Can I make a suggestion?
Yes.
Can we wait a little bit?
Yes. I'm definitely waiting. I'm definitely waiting.
It's like an iPhone update. You gotta make sure it's gonna treat your phone all right.
I'm definitely yes. Tyler Perry did get it yanked. He did, and I trust that the billionaire did some good research on, the community, because we already know. But
amen.
I was talking to my doctor today about getting the vaccine, and she got her first dose today. And I talked to my girlfriend. Hey, Eric, how are you? I talked to my doctor today who she got hers, and then I talked to my girlfriend at FEMA. And FEMA is responsible. They're doing that whole thing. But I was concerned because it's not FDA approved yet, so I'm just all right. So my phone was ringing and knocked this off. Eric said he got his first shot. I heard that the second shot, 70% of people are getting, and I also heard that he just keeps calling my phone and knocking me off here. And I heard that the Bell's palsy was real. My girlfriend at FEMA told me the Bell's palsy thing is real. So I am waiting because I'm nervous about that.
I understand that. And you have every right to be. That's very quick to come up with a vaccine.
Somebody said Tyler Perry might have got the rich man's version. I know, because I was like, what you supposed to get, Moderna or Pfizer? Which one? And then they told me it depends on your healthcare provider, which one you get. Because I'm like, which one did Fauci get? Which one did Sanjay Gupta get? I need to know which one everybody got. So Eric, how did you feel? Do you feel fine? Hey, Koya. So we're gonna wait because I keep saying the same thing over and over. I don't want to be that one that said, if you have gotten the coronavirus vaccine in 2020 or 2021, you could be entitled to compensation. So, I mean, I'll wait as long as I can wait. All right, doctor. We'll keep calling back to back to back. Oh, Bell's palsy is real with Pfizer. Okay. All right. So I don't want to get that one. I want to get the Moderna when I decide to get it. But anyway, bro, it was so good catching up with you. And when I come to New York, bro, you on my list. That's
Let
right,
me know.
Dr.
I'm
Eric,
here.
you are covered in prayer and the blood of Jesus, and so am I. Amen. And that's all Mary had a little lamb purr. That's right, Fazon. We see it. We see it.
We gonna stay prayed
That's
up.
right.
We gonna stay prayed up, sis. Word.
All right, bro. Well, we will get up, and you make sure you get us Jazz's information and her Cash App.
Definitely.
Seriously.
I'm serious. I got you.
All right. So I will talk to you later, and thank you so much for sharing your baggage. Appreciate you.
Thank you. And
all right. Take care.
I'm glad we were able to come to a positive space. And I want to leave it, by saying, no matter how slow you think your progress is, no matter if you feel like you're staying still, be patient, pray, believe in yourself, be good to others, and you'll continuously to see yourself grow.
Amen. And if you just do those things, you will get to where the money reside, where the money reside, where the money reside, where the money reside.
With the private jet. With the private jet. With the private jet.
With the private jet. That's right. All right, love.
Thank you.
We chat soon. All right.
Definitely.
Bye-bye.
Peace.